son, I love him for him, I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys than a Shawshank. Cook it up.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Here we go, here we go. 180! 21.
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On second down, it's Coleman. He finds an opening past the 40. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. Well, remember, Tevin Coleman was in the two-headed backfield in Atlanta during his 4 years there, along with Devontae Freeman. Now he joins a crowded backfield in San Francisco. But in Atlanta, he played under offensive coordinator Kyle Shanahan, and then, of course, Shanahan becomes a 49er head coach, and he made it a point to go out and snag his former running back because he really likes his 26-year-old ball carrier. They'll run with Coleman on first down. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, look, 48. Look, hey, we don't like the 48 right now. Let's go. I got it.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Flush to his right, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The son Reddick just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Garoppolo now. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. On is the rookie 4th-rounder Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. First down, Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Check 26, check 26.
They run with Adrian Peterson, the 2nd active leading rusher in the NFL. And look at this. For the 2nd straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Take me up. Here we go. Check like 40. Check like 40. You ain't doing nothing.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Able to find Isabella. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
56.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
They'll go option to the short side. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. Murray with a 3rd and long. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Isabella. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Several media outlets thought Andy Isabella was the top receiver in this year's class out of UMass. He dominated his senior year there. 1,700 yards, 13 touchdowns. They really say that he can just take a top off a defense. He ran a 4.31 40 at the Combine, 3rd fastest of all attendees. And when he was taken 62nd, a lot of experts think he was a major bargain with loads of potential. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On the ready. 50 seconds. Go. I got him. Check safety. Check safety.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. K'Wan Williams, the one that got him down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
To throw on 3rd down. Murray, he's got his man. It's Butler. They get 9 yards there, and they get a 1st down. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing. I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 24-yard line. Defensively, they better figure something out. Opening drive, he already has 4 catches.
And if you have to figure out how to stop him defensively, that usually means you weaken your defense. That means that now the offense is doing the dictating, and they should have other things open up as well.
They go play action here on first down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. On second down now, it's Coleman. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Swearinger. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Andy Isabella, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot.
Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the pistol, they run with Peterson. And a short gain here down to the 22. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
On 3rd down, Murray looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
Come on, let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but hold on, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've got nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here we go.
4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2.
You're not ready. Hey, alert 48.
Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Let's go. Mike's 59. Mike's 51. Here we go, D. 25.
On 2nd and 9, Murray escaping the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Quan Alexander. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Short throw pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They start the drive with Peterson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
On second and 12, Murray forced out to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. Well, we know that Murray can run the football. He rushed for 1,000 yards during his final year at Oklahoma, better than 7 yards per carry. And Cliff Kingsbury says, I trust him running the football. This is a guy that has known his quarterback since 2012 when Murray was a sophomore in high school. Kingsbury was in the OC at Texas A&M. He would go on to take the Texas Tech job, but the two maintained a great relationship. Both are from Texas, both quarterbacks, and both with fathers heavily involved in their football careers. With Cliff Kingsbury, he trusts his quarterback implicitly. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Murray now on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Peterson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here we go. Get the flag. Right there, 56.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. That's Isabella open on the right side. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
The 20. Wide open receiver complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 16. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long.
Hey, watch it.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
56, right there, 56. Hey, they're scared. They're scared.
On first and goal, they'll try the option left. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Now from the 7, here's second and goal.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Mike 56. Mike 56. Here we go. D. All day. Defense. All day.
Here's Murray. And Fitzgerald has got it. Touchdown, Cardinals. Larry Fitzgerald. As the first half is winding down, there the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Save, save, save.
This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice.
Now the Niners get there and bring him down.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Throwing again on second down. Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Well, the Cardinals last year, of course, struggled 3-13, but 2 of their 3 wins came against these 49ers. In fact, the Cardinals have beaten the Niners 8 consecutive times. Last time San Fran beat Arizona was 2014. And remember, these are clubs that meet twice a year. To throw is Murray. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. And that's caught inside the 30. A huge play there for Arizona. 49 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Man open right side, it's the tight end Clay. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Adrian Peterson. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things.
And now Garoppolo lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Here we go.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Going up top. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Buda Baker with a pick. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Jalen Hurd, incomplete. He was covered by DJ Swearinger.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Check 15.
Rock it.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Now.
This is Coleman. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy?
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory.
Murray fighting, lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it. But I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
15 for the Niners there and a 1st down.
Got it. 48's the mic. Check. 48's the mic. Got to do better.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
2nd and 2. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and it's 3rd and short.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. They'll look to throw. Goodwin able to haul it in. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Mullins now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy, the rookie from Washington. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, 1st down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now Murray. And this one's incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but now it's 3rd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And, who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this.
And got his man complete. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Gets this to Isabella on the jet sweep. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. Go. Long day. Come on. Crunch, crunch, crunch. On the ball. Get the ball.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. He finds his man. That's Butler. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today. Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball. They're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 25 yard line.
A 10th carry now for Peterson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray keeping it himself from 5 yards out as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and they haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. 2nd and 10. Going for the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
Give them 19 there as the drive marches forward.
On the set.
First down, San Francisco.
Record.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Now.
They'll look to throw here. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 15-yard line.
Ready. 10-2 stop.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Let's go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. It's Coleman here. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Now a 3rd and goal situation as this Arizona defense tries to stand tall once more. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it in the play before with the smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And now it has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
Gold with the extra point, and that will get them one closer. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. We've got a lopsided game here. Which I don't know, Charles. What does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. They run again with Peterson. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The Cardinals on 3rd down, as close to automatic as you can get. 9 out of 10. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing is Murray on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And an alley to run. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the fourth.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Switch. 36.
Again, Peterson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Whoa! Let's get it. Get that quarterback at all costs.
Third down, it's Adrian Peterson. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left half, should be a fairly easy one here. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get them about 5 yards. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
60 Pittsburgh. Hey, lock it.
On second down, it's Coleman. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Arizona, they inch closer to respectability now at 3-6 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Niners, it's loss number 5 for them on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.